A live look at Marine One. The commander-in-chief has arrived in the Southland. President Trump, in fact, touched down about 45 minutes ago for a 3-day fundraising swing through Southern California and Nevada. The Montage Hotel in Beverly Hills rolled out the red carpet for the president, but just like the last time he visited Southern California, protesters have hit the streets as well. CBS 2's Dave Lopez is live in Beverly Hills with more on the president's visit. Dave.
Well, we are told that the president's motorcade is winding its way through the streets of Beverly Hills. We do not have a chopper over above for security reasons, obviously. But we believe that the president is going to come up, the motorcade is going to come up Clifton Avenue. And we think, as Anna's trying to, we're in very tight quarters here. There's a big sign in the way right now. But there is an underground parking structure that we think he's going to go in there. You're looking right now at the front of the hotel, the Montage Hotel. You can see all the police officers and squad cars and members of the Montage staff waiting his arrival. When the president gets here, he has, as we continue to pan over, you see the crowd. Some, they start chanting and yelling, 4 more years. Other people started yelling, lock him up. So we got a little bit of both here right on the streets of Beverly Hills on Cannon Drive. The president is going to meet with 2 different groups, and then he is supposed to walk away with $7 million in campaign money. Let's go to the package that I did, and if the president motorcade arrives, we can always drop out of it. But this is what I filed a little earlier about the day that the president will have once he gets to the hotel. This is the 4th time President Trump has come to the Los Angeles area while in office. The last visit was in September, where he wound up in San Diego. But for now, his stop will be the Montage in Beverly Hills. And for many of the guests, where the rooms start at over $1,000 a night, the fact that the president was going to be here was news to them. If you knew he was coming, you would have stayed?
Definitely. Say what's up to him, you know. He's a good guy, I guess.
He's not staying here.
He's going to have 2 meetings here. He's going to be here around 4 o'clock.
In the Montage?
Yeah.
That's so odd. Okay.
You're not going to stay?
No. Because why is he coming to a hotel in Beverly Hills, you know?
According to the White House, the president will have at the Montage a meeting with the LA 2028 Olympic Committee, followed by a roundtable discussion at the Montage with what is described as his strong supporters, all of whom, we are told, are millionaire businessmen in the area.
I love him.
Is it an inconvenience tonight?
I'll let you know that when you find me tomorrow.
Okay, but right now they didn't tell you ahead of time that he
Well,
was
with 3, yeah, well, they didn't say he was coming, but they said at 3 o'clock from 3 to 7, this area will be closed.
And all morning, the area was cordoned off while security went through their checks. Back live, you're looking in Clinton Drive. That is where we believe the motorcade will come up. And as I said earlier, I think it's going to go into an underground garage, so the people that are out here on the sidewalk probably won't even see the president. We're not quite sure yet. The president is supposed to leave this Montage, but that may change now. Around 7:30, he is supposed to fly to Las Vegas, stay at the Trump Towers tonight, give a speech tomorrow, and then head to the desert area, Rancho Mirage, we are told, where there is a golf outing. We don't know if the president is actually going to play golf. We do know that it's $100,000 if you want to join the festivities in the desert, as much as $250,000 depending upon which program you buy. And then from there, he's going to go to Bakersfield, and then from Bakersfield to Phoenix. I see a highway patrol car just coming up here. I don't know if that's the tip-off, if he's going to be coming up here. I'll leave it up to you if you want to stay with this picture. I can continue to talk, or we can throw it back to you. But for now, that's the scene. I would say maybe up and down the sidewalk here, maybe about 200 to 300 people. Things have been very calm and quiet. People yell and scream back at each other. But for now, we're waiting the president's arrival at the Montage. And this is about as close as we've ever gotten to a place where the president is going to be staying. Back to you in the studio.
All right, yes, far cry, Dave, from downtown Los Angeles, where the homeless